Hello, and welcome to Pokémon Stadium 2. This is the third and final act of the greater part of my Pokémon Crystal version playthrough. So, before we get started, I think there's a couple things that we need to go over just to provide a bit of context here. So first of all, this is being played on an actual Nintendo 64 with the Nintendo 64 Transfer Pack, so that I can connect my Crystal version cartridge and use all of the Pokémon that I used throughout that playthrough. So that means, if you missed my Pokémon Crystal version playthrough and you're just joining us now, that you missed quite a bit, really. And I really suggest you go back and, watch the other 60-some-odd episodes so that you are fully aware of all the Pokémon I'm using and why, and all of the trials and tribulations I went through to get to this point, because, it's a pretty good story, and I think it is worth watching. And, if you're watching this now, then I also suggest that you consider subscribing to the channel, because there's going to be a lot of incredible, intense battling taking place as we play Pokémon Stadium 2. So, yes, here we are at the main menu where we see a bunch of things. So, first of all, you will note in the top corner here, above options, that I am up to Stadium Round 2. So if you're like me, or at least like I was as a kid, and you played Pokémon Stadium 2, then you might be familiar with this map. You might be familiar with things the way they look here. This is White City with the sun shining. However, in Round 2, things get serious. Yes, indeed. The sun begins to set, and that is how you know that things are going to get real. But we're not gonna dive into there quite yet. I guess we can go over what all this stuff is. What is this? Battle now? Yeah, this is like random battling if you just want to pick up and play. Event battle is with your friends. And mystery gift. Yep. Pokémon Stadium 2 allows you to mystery gift once per day, by yourself, with the girl at the Goldenrod department store, rather, yes. So I haven't mystery gifted with the cartridge yet today, so yeah, why don't we just click on this and see what's going on, huh? Yes, good evening. Oh, it is, the clock is incorrect on my Crystal version right now, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Oh, long time no see. Yeah, I guess it has been a while, and I'll tell you why in a moment. Go beep with many people. You'll get all sorts of gifts. Oh, I can't wait to see what I get. Press A to complete the link, okay. And I got a bitter berry. Of course. Oh, it's Morph Mail again. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Yeah, maybe. I'll get right on that. So, the thing about Mystery Gift is that while you can get a lot of great items doing it, not every game can give or receive every item. It is all dependent on your trainer ID. So I've gotten pretty much everything good that I can from the Stadium 2 cartridge, so I wasn't expecting much better than that berry. But yes, that is all extra, that is all aside. Welcome to White City. And before we get started with the promised battling, we can take a bit of a tour to see what this is all about. So just like in Pokémon Stadium 1, which I played after my yellow version playthrough, if you want to take a look at that as well, there are mini-games. And also, just like my Stadium 1 playthrough, I'm gonna save them until the very end, so that's something to look forward to. There is Free Battle, which, it's another multiplayer mode. It's just like, yeah, you can, I guess, even do tournaments and stuff if you want to. But we won't be dealing with that. The Pokemon Academy, though, this is something really cool. You see, this game was originally released in, like, the year 2000 or something, before internet access was as widespread as it is right now. Which means that this is an extremely valuable resource if you're playing any of the, Pokemon Generation 2 or even Generation 1 games. Because you can go to the library and you can learn about all the Pokemon in the game, and the items and the moves, even the egg groups, which is something that is never really touched upon in the main game. So yeah, there's a wealth of knowledge here. It's a really neat feature, actually. And the classroom just gives you little challenges and things that you can try to pass. But we won't be playing through all that. There is the Game Boy Tower, again, so that you can play your Game Boy game through the Nintendo 64 on the big screen, which is kinda nifty. And My Room. Again, something really cool. Remember, throughout the Crystal version playthrough, I visited My Room, and we got to see what all the decorations looked like on the Game Boy, but I think they look a little bit better in full 3D on the Nintendo 64. Yeah, so this is My Room, what do you think? Pretty cool, isn't it? I finally got a carpet after a very long time of grinding mystery gifts. Yeah, that was testing, to be sure, but we got there in the end, and I tried to set up sort of an island theme to my room. We've got the quote-unquote water over here with Lapras and the bed and surfing Pikachu, and the island over on this side with the green carpet and the plant and the Oddish. Yeah, there's some cool stuff here. And of course you can decorate your room through the Nintendo 64, right? Can see my impressive collection of random dolls. The surfing Pikachu itself is actually very rare, as is the big Lapras doll. There's one big doll I'm still missing. There is a big Onix, and yeah, unfortunately I haven't collected that one yet. But yeah, there it is, and yeah, these are my video game consoles, and it even shows on the TV, if you use one that hooks up to the TV. Yeah, there you go. It has a few games that it cycles through every time, so hey, that's neat just to be able to see stuff like this. But again, this is not the main selling point of this game. Oh no. This right here is the namesake stadium of Pokemon Stadium 2. So this is where you can go to challenge various cups and earn various titles. I will not be doing this, however, in this series, because it is a lot of battling, and there's no surfing Pikachu at the end for me to unlock, so I think I'll just leave these as they are. It's not part of my artistic vision, shall we say. There's plenty of other battles to be had, and yeah, I don't think these ones are all that necessary, not to be recorded anyway. But this, the Pokemon Lab, this is very important. You see, if you are playing this game in tandem with your Game Boy cartridge, this is a much easier way to do a lot of things. Also, I can collect my mystery gifts from here, which is nice and convenient, I guess. Yeah, let's just say that. So, this machine right here for organizing Pokemon and items is a great organizational tool, because you can just do everything through menus without, well, I guess in the Game Boy game, you're also doing everything through menus, but these ones are a lot less clunky. You see, I can just look at all my party and my boxes and go through all of their information and stats and attacks. I can use items on them, I can make them hold items, I can just do all sorts of stuff right from here. And Pokemon aren't the only thing that you can organize. You can also go through your boxes and arrange them that way. You can also go through your items and, look at what's in your pack or in your PC. You can even store things on the Nintendo 64 cartridge itself, which gives you a ton of extra room. Again, very, very useful. This is, one of the reasons why Pokemon Stadium 2 is kind of considered like a post game to Pokemon Crystal or Gold or Silver, because not only can you partake in challenging battles with high-level Pokemon, it also just gives you the means to do so many things much, much more easily. You can even trade with yourself if you have 2 controllers and 2 transfer packs and 2 games. You don't need 2 Game Boys to trade anymore. It's a lot quicker and easier to do it from here, provided you have all the equipment. Now, of course, I also have multiple Game Boy Colors and multiple Pokemon games, which I have been using to do Mystery Gift with. But yeah, the option is here, and it is a good one. But yeah, that's all the admin stuff out of the way. Pokemon Stadium is not all about administration, because this is the Gym Leader Castle, and this is going to be the real meat and potatoes of this part of the series. Because you see, from this Gym Leader Castle, I can challenge all of the gym leaders again in glorious 3D on the big screen through the Nintendo 64. So, Violet Gym Leader Falconer and your one crony Matt, I think it's about time we dove into some battles, wouldn't you agree? That's surely what you're here for. So, let's see, who should I use? Actually, I guess we can go over my team first, huh? You haven't seen them at level 100, now have you? So yeah, here's Typhlosion, not looking too much different than before, but still solid all around. Donphan, I gave Donphan a Miracle Berry so that it can wake up after using rest. How about that for a combo, huh? Should maybe be good as a tank. Espeon is, pretty much looking the same. Sneasel as well. With that King's Rock, gotta go for those flinches, right? Because, that 168 special attack at level 100 is, laughable, to say the least. Lantern, Lantern is, again, looking much the same. Most of these Pokemon were pretty much at their final iteration when they reached level 65 when I fought against Red. But, some of them might have changed a little. Here we've got Heracross as well with that Focus Band. Not a Pokemon to use against Falconer, though, unfortunately. Oh, yes, and the game has many rental Pokemon for you, but they're all at level 50 and therefore not going to perform very well against the level 100s, are they? And here are the rest of my level 100s, because I trained everybody to level 100, and it took a long, long time. But, hopefully it's worth it, huh? I gave Xatu Confuse Ray. I'm not sure if it must have had that before, but now you know for sure, so the Scope Lens, though, it's held item. That is only available through Mystery Gift. It increases critical hit chance. I don't know, it's not nothing, might as well give it to Xatu, huh? Houndoom, looking pretty good there. Kingdra with the Mystic Water, because unfortunately, it fell behind in special attack and special defense, which is a real shame. but maybe with the Mystic Water I can, bump up Surf's power anyway. Steelix, yeah, looking pretty good here with the Quick Claw. Scyther with the Sharp Beak, because gotta be hitting hard with Wing Attack. Unfortunately, that is, Scyther's most powerful move, huh? Very strange. Well, I guess technically Return hits a little harder, but Wing Attack can be super effective. Vileplume, okay. This one is a change, because this is not the same Vileplume that I was using in the game. No, this is the daughter of that Vileplume, and I will go into that later. It's a long story that involves a lot of explanation, but for the time being, this is another Vileplume, which I turned into a battery of annoying status effects. Kinda cool. Sudowoodo saw some huge changes because, well, he's no longer going to be my adventuring Pokemon. His adventuring days are over now that Stadium has begun. So, yeah, we've got new attacks here. Dynamic Punch, Earthquake, and Curse. So it can sort of function the same way that Steelix does. Politoed. Yeah, this one is also very different, I think. Yeah, because I had, Perish Song and Whirlpool, and I decided that as funny as that combination is, it is not good. So, instead I taught it Ice Beam and Swagger. It does learn Swagger pretty late in the game, so, yeah, whatever, it's kinda neat. Give it a confusing attack. Who else do we have here? Skarmory, yeah, Skarmory is looking much the same. Miltank as well, much the same. Gengar, okay. Unfortunately as well, Gengar's Pokemon catching days are probably behind her, so she no longer needs Nightshade. Yeah, Psychic is going to be much more useful with that tremendous special attack. And Gengar has no item, so that I can use Thief and steal things. Isn't that funny? I wonder if it'll ever work. Sunflora is as Sunflora does. Actually, yeah, Sunflora's different too. Gave it some new TMs, Sludge Bomb and Giga Drain, because again, I don't foresee myself using Flash in any of these battles. And these ones at the bottom, these are bonus Pokemon, I guess. Fearow deserved to be at level 100. After all, it got us through much of the game, so yeah, here we go. Hyper Beam, however, being boosted by Pink Bow and the fact that Fearow is normal, should be dishing out massive damage, so hey, that might be something to see. Ladian. Every party needs a Ladian, and I think this is the best way to use it. With Thunder Punch and Ice Punch, yeah, get those super effective hits in, maybe, because, well, it is stronger than Sneasel, I guess. It's got that going for it. Or Baton Pass and Agility. You know what? That could be good, too. Goldberry, just in case. And this one was a surprise even to me. You see, this is a Crobat. A Pokemon you will not have seen me use in Crystal version because I didn't have it. This is also unique in that it is a shiny Crobat. Most Crobats are not hot pink, but this one is. So when I encountered a shiny Golbat, I mean, obviously I had to catch it, right? And it's an unwritten rule that you've got to use shiny Pokemon when you catch them. So, yeah, Crobat to level 100. And this is what I gave it. A very annoying moveset, sort of a combination of Skarmory and Sneasel. Yeah, with Toxic and Fly and Leftovers and Confuse Ray, Crobat can make people's lives miserable. And I guess that is sort of related to another point that I have anyway, my feelings on shiny Pokemon. You see, in modern Pokemon games, shiny Pokemon are a little easier to find, I think, and there are tools at your disposal to make them even easier. A lot of people go shiny hunting specifically for shiny Pokemon. And maybe I am just an old geezer, but I think that shiny Pokemon should be something that find you, rather than you finding them. Yeah, maybe that is a trademark hot take, I don't know. But I think they're a lot more meaningful when they're a surprise, and they just pop out of nowhere, and then you, well, now you've got a cool shiny Pokemon to use. That was definitely the case with me and this Crobat. But that is an aside and doesn't really mean anything. So, let's start building this team, shall we? Who do we use against Falconer? Well, Donphan is a good choice. Lantern is a good choice. Sneasel, maybe? Yeah, Sneasel's not bad. I could even get away with using Typhlosion, but what do I have in my box here? Steelix, yeah, there we go. Gotta use Steelix. Sudowoodo, yeah. Hit those rock types. And finally, Kingdra, maybe Skarmory, actually. I could use Skarmory. I think I've got enough beefy Pokemon. Maybe we'll go with Kingdra instead. Got that Ice Beam. Yeah, here we go. This is what we got. And let's see if we can challenge the first gym. So, can you appreciate the beauty of bird Pokemon in flight? Yeah, let's see if I can. You've got many of them, I see. And, okay, who do I start with? Who should I use, huh? I mean, I don't foresee Steelix having any difficulty here, but I'm gonna use Donphan. I want to try rolling through this entire team. And, what are these Pokemon? They're like all normal types. Okay, Steelix and, Sudowoodo, I guess. Yeah, nah. Let's go with Lantern, something different. Okay, here we go, already.
We bring you this battle live from the Gym Leader Castle. Will the challenger be able to overcome the waiting trainers and conquer the castle?
Oh, it's been a long time since I've heard the narration in these stadium battles. Classic stuff right there. So, who am I up against first? A Togetic, okay. Now, you might notice that the enemy Pokemon are weird colors. Sometimes. That is because in Stadium 2, if you nickname your Pokemon, it changes their colors for reasons unknown. So they aren't all shiny Pokemon, but Fire Blast was unexpected. But yeah, they aren't shiny Pokemon, they're just nicknamed and therefore weird colors. So now that I have used Rollout, it is time, used Defense Curl rather, it is time to use Rollout. Here we go, super effective. I am surprised that didn't do very much damage. And you, these Fire Blasts are adding up. Well, I don't anticipate needing to survive another one, so here we go, Donphan. And I believe they even gave Donphan a special animation for Rollout. I guess it's kind of a signature attack. What? Why? Well, you see, I have been preparing for this moment since day one.
Oh, it's Fearow!
You also have a Fearow. Yeah, see, look, this Fearow is green. Most Fearows are not green. And you know Tri-Attack, okay. Not afraid of that, especially since I use Defense Curl. And here comes the Rollout. Boom! Yeah, we're gonna roll through this entire team. No way. Yeah, as a matter of fact, way. You'd better believe it. And who is your final Pokemon? It is Noctowl. Well, Noctowl has a lot of HP, but this is now rollout number 4, so, oh, you know Confusion. Alright, a special attack. Still, though, Donphan has the health and defenses to survive, and I fear you might not. No indeed, no indeed. Yeah, that went about as well as I thought it would. There goes the battle. Okay, a flawless victory. Donphan, yeah, Donphan had that covered, no problem. You raised your Pokemon better than I did mine. Oh, don't say that. It was not a fair fight to begin with. You were not anticipating Donphan, now were you? But let's see how the gym leader will fare. Maybe he'll do better. Sorry, but there's no way I'll lose to your Pokemon. Oh, you have a Zapdos. Yeah, this is round 2 after all. Well. Again, I feel like Donphan is the starting Pokemon to use. Sudowoodo, would Sudowoodo be good here? I think, yeah, Kingdra is actually not bad, or Lantern. Ooh, Lantern would be good. I wonder. Okay, you know what? Hang on a second here. How do I re-select my Pokemon? Here we go. I'm gonna start with Lantern. Yeah, we are going to make it rain. Oh yes, and we also need Donphan and... Ooh, I don't like some of these secondary types on these Pokemon. Maybe Steelix. Like, is Steelix the choice? Yes, I believe it is. Steelix doesn't like Charizard, but,
The first gym leader is Faulkner, the flying-type Pokemon user from Violet Gym. What strategy will the challenger employ against him?
What strategy indeed? Well, Lantern, there's the Zapdos. Oh, okay. You know what, I should have guessed that you would start with Zapdos. I don't like that. That is the one Pokemon Lantern doesn't want to see. Okay, Alright, Donphan, I guess I should have started with Donphan after all, huh?
Oh,
Maybe that would have been the smart thing.
Oh, it's done.
Ah, well, let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Mud Slap, really? Huh, not what I would have used, but, alright, not happy about the accuracy being down. You know what, I'm just gonna start with Rollout. Oh, you're using more Mud Slaps, okay. Well, if that is going to be your strategy... Alright. Let's see if I can even hit. I can't. Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. Alright. Let's see what that does to Lantern. I am being very indecisive in this battle, but that's because I expected Zapdos to use an actual electric attack. Surprise, surprise, it used a ground attack. Not what I expected to see at all. And you're gonna keep on using that, huh? It is super effective, but Lantern has a lot of HP. My accuracy has fallen, but I don't think that matters in the rain. You're gonna keep on doing that, huh? That is your strategy. Critical hit, naturally. My accuracy continues to fall, but it's gonna rain. And if my knowledge of this game is correct, I should hit every time with Thunder regardless of my accuracy. And you're still using Mud Slap. Why? Why are you doing that? That is silly. Very silly. Surely you know Thunderbolt. Or something. Right? Right? You got it. Well, here comes the Thunder, either way. Boom! And you are paralyzed. Oh, that is lovely. That is just lovely. So, yeah, I'm not going to continue wasting my time. I'm just gonna keep on zapping you with lightning. Boom! Here we go. Now, if only I could have got a critical hit. Guess it doesn't matter because you're fully paralyzed. And one more ought to do the trick. Time for a little more thunder. Boom! And Zapdos goes down. Yeah, I guess I've got to expect to see some legendary Pokemon in these battles, that's for sure. And you also have a Pidgeot. Fascinating. Well, rain does continue to fall. So, thunder will also continue to fall, even though you're using Double Edge, okay, that might hurt. This is a normal type Pokemon using Double Edge. Yeah, that did some numbers. But well, thunder is also going to do some numbers. Yeah, there we go. That's what I like to see. Just like that. Good thing Lanturn is holding that magnet to power up the already obscenely high power of thunder. You also have a Dodrio. And the rain has stopped. I think this is it for Lanturn. On the off chance that you survive, maybe you can paralyze Dodrio. Try attack? No, that's it for you, Lanturn. Oh well, you did good. You know what? You fought valiantly. Well, we haven't seen a Steelix yet today, so I think this is as good a time as any.
Oh, it's Steelix!
It is Steelix, that is true. So, I don't think I'll take you out in one hit of Rock Slide, so I am going to set up with Curse. You are using Mud Slap. Darn you, Dodrio. Okay, well, as long as I hit, I'm gonna be okay.
It sacrificed speed to raise its power.
Yes, I sacrificed my speed. So here comes the Rock Slide. Let's cross our fingers, hope that I can hit through 2 Mud Slaps. Luckily, Steelix has absurdly high defense, so I am in no danger. The question is, will I be able to hit? Not this time. A bit of a side note, I love the metallic effects in Nintendo 64 games. Like, you know, all of Steelix's body. It looks really cool. I love how the light reflects off of it. So, here we go. One more Rock Slide. There it is. And, oh, not quite. Oh dear, Keep on chucking rocks. We can do this, Steelix. Why am I faster than you? What? Oh, the Quick Claw! Quick Claw took effect! Ah ha ha ha! There it is! Yes, a sound tactical move indeed! And there goes the battle. Okay, well, that was a bit of a challenge as expected of a round 2 gym leader. Can't I win using only flying type Pokemon? You might find that you have difficulty with that. But that is all I wanted to do in today's episode. Again, a part of the artistic vision is that I will challenge one gym leader every episode, which means some of these episodes might be a little short. I don't know, this one will likely be longer than others because I, went on a tour of the island. Others might be shorter, but again, I'm pretty sure others, they have more trainers, so it might balance out. Whatever. That is for future me to worry about, because this is the end of this episode, and I do hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, then please leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and I do hope that you'll join me again next time for the next exciting episode of this. Oh, the battles are just beginning. Till then, ta-ta.